In this video, we're going to talk about the two non-native vowel sounds used in modern Hiligaynon. What are these two non-native vowels? These are E and O. Again, E, O. These vowel sounds are mostly used in loanwords, especially those that came from Spanish. The usage of E and O is not only limited to loanwords that are of Spanish origin, but also extends to borrowed words from English or Italian or even Chinese. The vowels E and O are prevalent in any word that is not native to Hiligaynon. Now let's take a look at these examples for the vowel E. These are loanwords from Spanish. If you know Spanish, you might notice the different spellings, but we will have a separate lesson on that particular topic later on. For now, let's focus on the sound of the vowel E. So we say puerta for door, fuerza for force, la mesa to mean table, and papel to mean paper. As you can see, these words are spelled with the letter E, and this letter E is sounded with the vowel E sound. Now let's go over these words again one by one. Puerta, puerta, fuerza, fuerza, la mesa, la mesa, papel, papel. Again, this time you can repeat after me if you want to. Puerta, puerta, fuerza, fuerza, la mesa, la mesa, papel, papel. So there you have it, the vowel E in loanwords used in daily Hiligaynon. Now let's have examples for the vowel O. Again, these are loanwords that have their origin in the Spanish language. These words are spelled with the letter O, and this O is sounded with the vowel O. The first word here is polo, or a collared shirt. Polo. Next, corazón, corazón, to mean heart. Next, trabajo, trabajo, to mean work or employment. And the last one here is barato, barato, to mean cheap. Now let's go over the O in each word. Polo, polo, corazón, corazón, trabajo, trabajo, barato, barato. This time you can repeat after me if you want to. Polo, polo, corazón, corazón, trabajo, trabajo, barato, barato. Even though these words are of Spanish origin, native Hiligaynon speakers use these words in their everyday speech. Now let's practice some more with words containing both the vowel E and the vowel O. So the first stop here is queso, queso, queso for cheese. The next one here is peso, peso, which is the Philippine currency, but I'm just going to write down the peso sign. Next, we have tiempo, tiempo, tiempo for time. or weather. And the last one we have problema, problema for problem. Now let's take a listen to the individual vowels in each word here. You can repeat after me if you want to. Queso, queso, peso, peso, tiempo, tiempo, problema, problema. So, can we interchange the vowel E with the native E or O with the all Hiligaynon U? The answer is yes. Native speakers tend to do this all the time, and as a native speaker myself, I do it all the time. In speech, these vowel interchanges are so extremely common that native speakers themselves hardly ever notice, or even if they do, they just ignore it. Let's go back to a couple of our earlier examples. Tiempo and problema. As these are loanwords and based on our earlier lesson, the vowels e and o, e and o are retained. However, these loanwords being incorporated into Hiligaynon, the e and the o could be interchanged with the native e and u. So tiempo could be said as chimpo, chimpo. The same goes for problema, problema, which can be said as problema, problema, problema. Again, tiempo, tiempo could be said as chimpo, chimpo, and problema, problema could be said as problema, problema. Despite the fact that there's a change in pronunciation, the meaning stays the same. So tiempo and chimpo both mean the same as time or weather, and problema or problema both mean problem. Keep in mind, however, that interchanging e with e or o with u is possible only with loanwords. With native Hiligaynon words, native speakers stick to the native vowels e and u. Let's take a look at the word Iloy. Iloy is a native word meaning mother. Iloy, Iloy. If you listen closely, the vowels here are e and u. Iloy, Iloy. Because this is a native word, we don't say Eloy, Eloy. That just doesn't happen. For this native word, we always say Iloy, Iloy, Iloy. Another example of a native word would be uling, uling, which means charcoal. Uling, uling. So we never say oleng because this is a native word and so it is represented by native vowel sounds. U and E, uling. But for loan words such as queso, which means cheese, the pronunciation could either be queso or quiso. Queso, quiso. So the vowel e could be interchanged with e, and the vowel o could be interchanged with u. So you can either say queso or quiso. Queso Kisu. How then do we write down kisu? Do we spell it with an I and a U to say kisu? And what about the native word Eloy? How come it is spelled with an O when it is represented by the native vowel U? Can we then write it down with a U? This will be our lesson in the next video. Madamo gid nga salamat. This is Angelo, your Hiligaynon tutor. I teach Hiligaynon based on my perspective as a native speaker. Please like and subscribe.